Took a little while to appear on screen. Look, don't ask me why. Sometimes these are mysteries that are beyond even my. So, look, I'm wearing a hoodie. I'm 52. There, I said it again. And I'm wearing a hoodie. There, I said that again too. So when I mouth it like that, can you tell if I'm actually singing or not? Well, now. You know what you like about that theme? It's because... What is going on down here? It's because it sounds like Frasier. And who doesn't like Frasier, right? At the beginning of Frasier, you got the whole vibe thing happening. And that's how it goes. But this is not Frasier. This is the Bob Doyle Show. And you are correct to applaud. I haven't addressed you yet because I haven't popped over here yet, but I'm going to do that now. So we've got Sarah in the house, reminding us that that's the beautiful of whatevers. And we have Irma and Rockin' Raven and Cheryl and Loretta. So I was going to have something else as my subtitle besides that's the beautiful of whatevers. I had it in there. And then I went to go peek at what the comments were over here. And there it was, the beautiful of whatevers. And I couldn't not do it because part of what we're going to talk about, or at least what I said we were going to talk about, was the use of the word whatever in a conversation. Now look, a few of you, probably all of you, a few of you already had sort of this preview conversation last night because you're a part of the Bob Doyle fan arena. Now, I know I talk about it all the time, but have you joined it yet? And if you have joined it, do you respond when you see me go live in there? Look, I'm not going to say it's going to change your life because I don't need to say it. But the thing is, now see, here's a new name that I'm trying to share with you. Is that Sonkika? Sonsika? I don't know. But anyway, hey, it's nice to have you here. Loretta, this is the earliest you've ever been, and if I had an earliest you've ever been award, I would give it to you. Let's just say that this is it. I acknowledge your earliness. So congratulations. Jeff Adams is in the house. He's not literally in the house. That would be weird. Because, I mean, look, it's not that I wouldn't let him in the house. It's not weird because of that. It's just like, like nobody ever told me Jeff Adams was coming over. Like you'd think they'd call or at least text me or something. But just for him to just burst in. All right, well, couldn't pull it off. Marie! Oh, I don't say that because it finds that torture is coming from someone else. Okay, so see, Marie's already jumped into the topic of the word whatever, which of course, as I was saying, we did a preview conversation. I think it was an hour last night that we just sat around and hung out in the fan arena talking about all kinds of stuff. It's literally like not even show related stuff. Was it fun for those of you who were there? Is it worth doing? Is it worth coming in? Was it a valuable way to spend your time? These people need to know. Now, if you don't feel that way, just don't say anything. Keep it to yourself. Okay? Okay. So I got a few little things, like today I sent an email. And I sent an email to people. Really? I sent an email to people who had somehow or another at some point in time signed up for a Bob Doyle Show email list. I know I created it. I remember doing it. I don't remember where the opt-in is. I have no idea how you got on the list. I couldn't find it this morning. But there were some of you on there, and part of what I'm realizing I have to, because you all hear me talk about email and how much I don't like it and how I don't send it and blah, 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 blah. But, you know, I'm just realizing I have to get over that. And I have to, we have to be able to communicate in other ways besides Facebook, guys, because Facebook it's just too small for the Bob Doyle Show. Am I right, ladies and gentlemen? So I sent out an email just to sort of say hello and see if you guys still even wanted to get email from me. And it would just be It would be different. It'd be a different kind of email than I've ever sent before. It wouldn't be about, you know, a law of attraction product or any of that. It would literally just be me checking in, maybe just being silly. You know how you guys get totally unique thoughts from Mike Dooley and you just love getting those? There's no action to take. You just like getting them because they make you feel good inside. So what if email from Bob Doyle, the Bob Doyle Show, could just be that? Maybe it's just silly. You know? Or maybe it is about, hey, I'm doing this live thing. Or maybe it is a show reminder. And maybe every now and then there is something cool that I want you to know about. And I would tell you because you're a friend. But you'll know that it's not creepy. My commitment, if I'm ever going to use email again, which I guess I am, is to do it right this time. Like I did when I first started. And so, which means not bombard you with stuff you don't want. And really be me, and not, you know, any sort of internet marketer. That's the only way I can do it. But I'm realizing the value of doing it. And so I'm going to actually send an email to all my whole law of attraction list, who I hardly ever mail to either, and invite them to come over here and be a part of this, because I'm not going to be mailing them anymore. Because the list I want is a list of people who really want to be there, who really want to just have that, you know, it's just another way to build out the community. A hard copy of the show, yeah, like, yes, we'll get every show transcribed and email it to you as a PDF with screenshots. We're not doing that, but wow, that'd be fun, right? You could create the Bob Doyle Show graphic novel. What a huge waste of money that would be, but how fun would it be to have a printed graphic novel of the show with a transcript and all the key pictures with the crazy, you know, me and doing the whole whatever. How fun would that be? Nobody take that on, please. That's ridiculously not practical. Hi, Jory. Jory's here, ladies and gentlemen. I know I sent her email. And so part two of that is I sent this email, and then I realized that however I gathered the names, whatever form, it didn't capture first name and then last name. It just captured name, I guess. And the way that email works is, you know, when you send to a group of people, you use a variable of some kind in your email system to replace that variable with the person's name or whatever it is you want it to replace with. So a very common one for first name is F name in brackets. Now what's supposed to happen is your name is supposed to be replaced upon the sending of the email, right? So it doesn't say F name, it says Jory. Hi, Jory. Well, if I didn't collect it correctly, then it doesn't know what to do with F name, so it just calls you F name, and that's what happened. So here I am, I'm trying to send an email that is like, hey, this is me from my heart, I don't want to be, you know, I don't want to do internet marketing stuff, F name, and everyone's called F name. Oh, emails would be like this show. Right. Well, yes, that would be the idea, is that the emails would be the same tone. If I could figure out how to just, you know, do regular emails that were just fun to read because they were silly or whatever, maybe a story. I don't know. It's just like the show, right? But in email form, right? Well, yours said, Jory, well, here's what happened. I realized that, and then I had to send another email that said, hey, unless your name's F name, we screwed up, and gave you a link to click where you could click the link and then replace where it's blank. It'll say email address and first name, and it will say nothing there. You put that in there, hit enter, and it will give you no indication that anything has happened. It just refreshes the screen with your name right there, and it looks like nothing happened, but it did. So sorry for that. But what I did, here's the extra mile I went. If I could, I went in and I looked at all the email names, and if I knew who you were from your email address, I went in and changed it myself, manually, one at a time. And that's why Jory got Jory. See? That's my level of devotion, but I couldn't recognize everybody else. So if you want to be part of this fun little email thing, just check your email. Well, if you want to be and you're not, see, that's what I don't know what to tell you, because I don't know where the opt-in form is. I'm trying to recreate one, and I'm going to put it on the Bob Doyle Show page. But the code that you need to do it from this email server or email service that I have, it just looks terrible, and I'm not putting that on my site. So I don't have a quick answer for. I do actually. I have a link that I could share with you, and it would just take you to this ugly form that says front page or front something or other, and then it just has your name, and it's just 2 blanks. You put it in, and you hit enter, and you will not see that anything happened. I don't know. I can't bring myself to just do that. I mean, I know we've got a good relationship and all that, but you know, maybe I need a creative to work out the email. Well, maybe. Speaking of needing creatives, that's going to come up today too. Maybe if I ever get to it. But anyway, that's all I wanted to say about the email. I'm going to put something on the Bob Doyle Show site, bobdoyleshow.com, which needs a lot of work, and we'll get it. But something where we can start communicating via email. And look, just like all email, if it's bugging you, you can, right? It's a link. It's a click. Done. Off. This is too much fun. I can't handle this much fun. This is cutting into my being miserable time. Unsubscribe. So yours said Raven. Well, whatever. Mine all said F name. All my test emails. So I don't know. Well, if you didn't get F name, that's great. That means I sent you an extra email for no reason. Doesn't matter. Doesn't. It's just an invitation. And then, of course, the extending the invitation again, which is the first email you'll get now whenever I do create an opt-in, is come on into the fan arena. And most of you have, but if you haven't, please jump over there. I'm telling you, it's just going to get more and more fun over there. You can get more and more invested in the show. The topics, the things we're going to talk about today, he said about halfway through the show, came from conversations last night in the arena. We all just had a big little powwow, a big little one. That's right. That's true. That would be so funny though, if you could like customize the variables in the back end, and it had be F word instead of F name. Anyway, I guess that's funny if you're 52 and wear a hoodie, or are Sarah. Okay, where was I? Oh yeah. So I went to the fan arena last night and said, hey, let's talk about tomorrow's show, and we got some sort of ideas, and I haven't even gotten to them yet. But I'm just gonna jump into. Well, you know what? No, I'm gonna get to whatever. But this I've been meaning to do, and I keep forgetting, so I'm going to not forget, and we're going to do it right now. And nobody asked for this. Okay? So let me jump over here. Now, as you may or may not know, if we're connected on Facebook, lately I've been doing a lot of juicing here. You know, juicing. This is my Facebook timeline here, right? And you'll see that. Again, I've become a person who decides that it's important. Look, the Bob Doyle Show's on. Is he wearing a hoodie? How old is he? Okay, there a couple of times. So you can see all the wonderful, juicy goodness that I have created, and I'm really enjoying. By the way, my daughter sent me a juicer as a housewarming gift. Oh, there's that pineapple, rotisserie pineapple. That's good too. I got one little slice left. It gets better over the course of time, by the way. If you do that and you put it in the refrigerator, it just sort of does more, and it gets softer and more. All right, well, maybe I'm done with the juice. Nope. I think they're still juicy. Anyway, it doesn't matter. And so, it's getting responses. I mean, there's a lot of people who are clearly juice enthusiasts, and I got to tell you, it's really great to be juicing. It's such a great afterward, like to know that you did that for yourself. And it's fun, and I've talked about how it's actually very meditative for me to clean it up afterwards and the whole thing. So I like it all. But I wanted to share this place where I'm getting these juice recipes because it's such a cool site, and it was exactly what I was looking for when I got started as sort of I've juiced before in the past, but I in no way would call myself an expert. I follow recipes like everybody else who doesn't really know what they're doing. So I was looking for a site that had a bunch of recipes, but I really also wanted to be able to say, well, what if I want to, go after this, or these are my symptoms, or whatever. So this site had everything I wanted, and it's just juicerecipes.com. It couldn't be easier to remember. And I just want to show you the key things here. And there's a lot of stuff, I guess, that they have for sale. I'm not affiliated with them, but I would be if they'd let me. If there was an affiliate thing here somehow, I'd be all over it. So first of all, of course, you can just go to recipes, and then they just kind of have all the recipes there. And what's cool about these recipes is that, you know, when you click through, you get a rating system down here, and then when you click through, you know, they've got the nice pictures, which is great. They have all the nutritional information for in juiced form and in solid form. So if you were to make a smoothie out of it, for example, instead of juicing it, you would know what all of your nutritional information was there. So you've got all the ingredients here, all that, and you know, the ratings and the reviews, which are helpful to read, but then also the benefits, the health benefits of it. If you click on the benefits tab, it will go through and talk to, and you can see sort of a green progress bar, like this goes all the way across. Down here, reduce inflammation goes mostly across, and it goes down as you go down. So this is a perfect, this drink, whatever that was, Perfection, was great for lowering blood pressure, right? And then conditions, you'll say, well, it's for high blood pressure. So if you've got any of these conditions, right, you know it'll help that. The other thing you can do is if you know you have a condition or whatever, you can go straight to the health tab. Is this interesting to anyone? No, I'm not doing any of the I'm not doing any weight loss specific. I'm not even looking at that. I'm just looking at recipes that I like, because I just know I'm not going after a specific thing. I just need the vitamins and minerals that I'm not getting. So I want juice for, you know, these things. Asthma help. So I have been looking at that because of my breathing lately. And, you know, so I'm not only choosing those, but I do seek them out. I want juice for health conditions, health benefits, right? So that's really cool. And what was super awesome, come on. That's weird. Let's go back, try that again. And what was super awesome is this, where you can go through and click all the ingredients you have, right? So I'm not going to try and do all the things that I have, but just enough to get, you know, a variety. The fruits, the vegetables, whatever you got, right? And just put it all in there. I don't know. I don't even have papaya. But you click what you've got, and then you click on Find Recipes down here, and it will tell you, okay, any second now, you can make these recipes, right? And these are the partial recipe matches. So you know, well, I could almost make it if I had beetroot or if I had this or that, right? So how cool, right? I think it's awesome. Something's happening. I can't see any feedback over here, so I don't know what's happening. But anyway, I just wanted to share that with you because I've had you know, a lot of people asking me about the juicing and like why I'm doing it or whatever, and I'm just, you know, pleased as punch with that site, and it's been really helpful. And they do have like a well, I'm going to show you. They have this 30-day challenge, and it's free. And it just basically gives you a juicing recipe a day to get you started in juicing. I'm not doing it because I don't need that to do it. I'm easily doing 2 and 3 a day because I want to. But what's cool is that you can click on the shopping list. Oh, well, I do have an account, but I can't log in through the way I'm doing this. It gives you a shopping list, so you know exactly what to buy for the week, so there's no waste. Ladies and gentlemen, come on. Let's hear it for Juice Recipes. Oh, sorry. One more thing I wanted to show you. If I can get to the right, page. No. Well, now I'm not going to be able to find. Oh, here we go. Look, if you like smoothies, they have a smoothie site just like it. So now you've got smoothie recipes, same idea, same information, but smoothies rather than juice. I just found that just a moment before I went on the show today. So how cool is that? So yeah, so see, maybe who knows? Maybe today the Bob Doyle Show was a little bit more about a giggle. Maybe it was about saving your life. Maybe. So, have you ever been in a conversation / argument, or a conversation that escalated into an argument, or a conversation that you know is an argument, but the other person refuses to acknowledge that it's an argument. Ugh, whatever. Oh, I just said it. See? All right. I was unintentional. And so, first I'm asking you, have you ever said, like in the midst of the conversation, at some point, I think I'm asking you first. I guess it doesn't matter. Have you ever just said, whatever, to bring the whole thing to a grinding halt? I think I need to ask the other one first. Let's go back. I'm going to ask you that. But what's nice about this particular thing is it's really easy to switch gears. I found. So, have you ever been on the receiving end of a whatever, right? It's annoying. It feels totally rude. You're absolutely invalidated at that point. There's no intellectual response to whatever. If somebody says whatever, you're just like, you are a quitter. You're not going to finish this. You know, you don't think I deserve that, you know, whatever. It's all, there's nothing good about being on the receiving end of a whatever. Right? So, have you received it? Yes, right? And then, and Jory says, as soon as I clunkily do this, whatever with an eye roll, right? We even talked about that last night as we were discussing this topic, that an eye roll is kind of like, it's like saying whatever without saying it. And so if you do that and go, whatever, and then add a shake, then you've got, boy, you just got the triple whammy. So Cheryl says, yes, I have teenagers. Whatever, Mom, whatever. It pushes your last button. I mean, it's really disrespectful to be on the receiving end, right? It feels horrible. You just get so angry. And you justify that anger for all the reasons I just said. Now, yeah, much better to ask that question first. Have you said whatever, right? And Jory just admitted, like with the eye roll, whatever. I'll bet you have. Even though we just talked about what a horrible person it is that uses that. But here's the thing, and this is why I was saying it doesn't really matter the order, because you can flip your opinion on this completely. Because if you're talking with someone, and you're clearly right, of course, that's a given. It's a given that your position is correct. And they just keep arguing their insane position, which clearly has no, like, what are they thinking? And you've tried to be patient for a while. You've tried to intellectually present your case, showing it to them from every angle how they are so wrong. And they just keep coming back with the same stuff. The same stuff, which you've already proven that that position is a waste of words. We've been down that road. Stop saying, why are you saying that? We've already ruled that out. Well, at some point you're going to hit the wall and you're going to go, whatever. Because it's a waste of time to even try anymore. So in that case, when you are the giver of the whatever, it feels freaking justified, doesn't it? Hi, Wendy. Yeah, see? I'm bringing this all to the forefront so we can notice it in our behavior. Whatever not, lest ye be whatevered. It's a tricky one. Hi, Krista. Nice to have you back. Nice just to have everybody in the room together. Ugh, this. I said I was going to solve that problem, and I haven't yet. What is up with that? I think when someone who is okay, I think when someone who is hot talks about thinking they are less than hot, whatever may be appropriate. Oh, okay. That would probably make way more sense to you all if you watched last night's hour-long impromptu Facebook Live broadcast in the fan arena. An hour, Bob. I don't have time to sit around and stare at you ruminate about ukulele performance philosophy for an hour. I have things I need to worry about and take no action on. I've got a whole list of things to be stressed about over which I have no control. How can I carve an hour out of my day for smiling? Now, how do I sign up for your newsletter? I can't. It's not really a newsletter. What can we call it? Not a newsletter, no. What can we call it? Maybe it's just part of the fan arena. E-rena. Email? I don't know. That's a stretch. Armstrong. All right. See, this is what I love about just looking down randomly and just seeing lines like this. Whatever was my replacement for. Okay, right. See, and I didn't quite get it yet. But yes, Jory. That is what it means most of the time, and that's what it feels like, except worse. I think I'd appreciate. Literally, I think, given the two, which one shows more respect? The FU does. Because it at least acknowledges that other person's position and how much they dislike it. But whatever means, you mean nothing to me. This is so fun, right? And there was more. There was a whole other thing, but I'm not going to do it because we're down here at the bottom. And the thing is, I can't go long today because I have an interview at 11, and then a thing at 12:15 or 12:30. Or it's I got things to do. Let's be clear on that sentence. But seriously, you guys, the fan arena. And I'll figure out this email thing for those of you who want to do that. And again, and here's another thing. If you think you signed up for that thing and you didn't get the email from me this morning, here's another errand I'm going to have you run. What is this? What is this? Check your spam folder or your junk folder. There were 40-something people in there. I know it's not a lot, but I don't even remember making it available, so see if it got to you and it just didn't make your inbox. So maybe you can whitelist it. Do you know what that means? Sure you do. We're all hoodie-wearing adults here. Aha, Sarah, I went back to the hoodie even though you told me not to. Because you know what? I don't take orders. It's all about ego. There has to be a winner. But in the end, they're both losing something. The whateverers, right? The whateverers. I don't know. There's something about the whateverers that I like. That I'll probably do nothing with. I also have decided that I think I'd really like to have a tagline. Something to end the show with every time. Because I get to this point right here and it's like, stay tuned tomorrow. No, tune in tomorrow, 10 a.m. right here. For another exciting episode of